Hey, what's going on? It's Zobua here, and today I'm bringing you guys something special. It's going to be another Valheim video. We're going to face the first boss. I'm going to show off my base and show you guys where the second boss is going to be faced. So the first boss is like a demon deer type thing. What you need to do is you need to go out into the woods, and you're going to find an altar that looks something like this one, and it will have a deer up above it. At that point, you take the deer heads that you've gathered, at least 2 of them, they're called deer trophies, you put them in your hotbar, and you walk up and you will put them on this table. It will then spawn it in. So my teammate's about to do that right now. There it is. It'll shake for, I don't know, 10-15 seconds. And my recommendation for this guy is just keep your distance, because he has 2 attacks. One's like a big beam that shoots out around him like an orb, and then one is like a bubble, I guess, and one is straight in front of him. So there's the attack for straight in front. That reaches quite a good ways. So just make sure you keep your distance. Use bows if you can, but at the same time he's not too strong, so as long as you have a little bit of health, you should be able to take him with some melee. This is the second attack. See, it's a big bubble around him, so you definitely gotta keep your distance. As long as you kite him around, it's not too difficult. Alright, and that's it. Once you kill him, he's actually going to drop his head as a trophy, and he's going to drop some hard antlers. Once you pick up the hard antlers, you can actually use that to make your first pickaxe start gathering metal, which is a huge step in this game. As far as the trophy, you come over here and you put it on this starting, the spot that you spawned in. It will have a spot for the deer boss, which actually led me to look at all the other ones, and it looks like the next boss is a tree boss, then maybe an ogre. The last one looks like a skeleton king, maybe? I mean, look at how tall this guy is. I think that's a tree. It kind of looks like Slenderman, so I don't know. Anyway. Alright, I thought I'd take a second just to show off some changes we've made to our base since we've gotten more upgrades like metal and things like that. You can see all the houses have grown quite a bit, and we actually have a fence all the way around protecting us now with a couple gates, so things can't just swarm in and run in and kill us. They attack our gates instead, so we just have to go out there and we battle them. If you run inside, we have actually unlocked not just the crafting table upgrades, but the forge. So now we can make different things with bronze. Bronze is pretty basic. All you do is you take a smelted copper and a smelted tin. This is the kiln. The kiln is you throw in wood and it makes a bunch of coal, and then you can throw the coal into the smelter, which we have right next to it. And you'll throw the coal into the right side there, right there, and you'll throw the ore into the other side, and an ingot will pop out. So far all we found is copper and tin, but 2 copper and 1 tin make a bronze ingot. So it's as easy as that. It doesn't take long once you have it in there. Unfortunately, we are out of ore. Oh, there you go. One was already loaded in. Once you get the bronze ingots, you can actually turn them into all kinds of cool stuff, including a cultivator, which is the tool that's used for farming. Speaking of farming, this is actually J72 Gaming's farming plot up by his house. I think he made it look really nice. Right now we can only plant carrots, carrot seeds, and trees. I'm hoping that they add more, or that we just haven't unlocked it yet. But that's all that we know how to plant. I'm really trying to plant some berries. That would just be great. Berries, maybe mushrooms, things like that. Some type of other foods. You can see down there across the river, we actually made a giant bridge as well, because now we have a full-size boat that we can take out on exhibitions. But the last big change that we made is actually going to be our bar. I guess it's Viking times, let's call it a tavern. So this is it. I think it looks pretty good. Now that we have a queen bee, we're able to make honey. And we take the honey and we make it into a mead base with like some, fruits and or some berries, things like that. And then we throw that into our fermenter, which is in here, right over here in the corner, that big barrel, and it will ferment. This will turn into mead, and the mead, you can get stamina, you can get health, or hell, you can just have tasty mead. I think this building turned out really well. It's just another example of how far along this game is. Alright, well that's a quick little tour on the update. I know you guys didn't come here to see my town, see my builds, or maybe you did. If so, there you go. But I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, show you guys, I was wandering around in the Black Forest and I found another sacrifice area that looks like it has ancient seeds at the corners. So I'm really excited, because I think that this is actually going to be the second boss fight. So I'm quite a ways from home. I see these big pillars with what looks like ancient seeds on top and a fire in the middle. This is obviously a sacrifice pit. I mean, it looks entirely different than the other one. Get out of here. Get. Stupid damn graylings. These things are everywhere, and if you look past the sacrifice pit, there's actually a purple thing behind it. That's actually their spawner, so I do need to destroy that so that they are not in this area as much. There we go. Anyway, on top of this already being just a very cool thing to have the second boss, it's also on the edge of the ocean, which I thought was really cool. I'm excited to go out there and face some sea serpents later. But it's a good looking spawn section. Right here in the middle is clearly where you burn something. I don't want to throw anything in because I'm scared to death. But if you read this, all it says is burn their young. I haven't looked it up, and I'm trying not to look it up so I can be surprised. But I think that the second boss is a tree boss. And based off how tall he was in that description. And to burn their young, I'm assuming it's the ancient seeds or ancient saplings, because that's what's on the corner of each of these posts. So next time I play, I'm going to gather up my friends, we're going to get some armor, and we're going to come here and see if we can make it, see if we can kill this boss. Anyway, I love this game. Valheim's awesome. Until next time, this is Obua, and I'm out.